Welcome to the another Keck or Cringe. I mean, ShitWehraboosSay to the of the Busy Trigger, aka Calm, do not even try something.
So here we go again for another absolute autism-filled ShitWehraboosSay video. Oh my god! All right. We've got the
I'm
good
going
stuff.
Oh yeah, we definitely got the good stuff there, right there. I don't have autism.
Well, you think that Dresden is you think Dresden is a war crime, so you kind of just slide there.
Dresden is literally the definition of a war crime targeting civilian population, which had hundreds of war factories. It doesn't matter if it's a military target or not. It's still a civil population center. It was supplying the entire Soviet Union campaign.
So you'd rather the Soviet take So you'd rather the Soviet have to take the city and have thousands more likes, all because you think it's a war crime.
That's an ass slash. I had a stroke right there. Fucking hell. Why it's always addressed when they compare the atrocities of the Nazis? Like Dresden was literally a military target. It had like hundreds of factories just pumping out war materials.
Yeah, what's the dude?
For the entire Soviet campaign. Like it wasn't it wasn't a civilian target, okay? It was a giant factory. It was a city factory. Like fucking hell. Okay, this is one of the classic ones. this is one of the classic ones.
Supporting the Nazis because you're German doesn't mean that the genocide of the Jews wasn't known if you didn't live in Germany. Then you probably didn't know the borderline brainwashing of the people. The Nazis seemingly reconquered territory and even took more. I mean,
Reconquered. You mean?
Oh my god! Reconquered, yeah, the Czechs are definitely Germans.
Reconquering an independent country. Austria, yes, they are definitely German.
I can get it, like, I can get that Austria wasn't against having Hitler for their leader. But holy fuck, Czechoslovakia fought the Germans! They fought the Germans! And there was entire RAF squadrons formed with Czechoslovakian pilots. Oh my god! This cannot be fucking real. This one was submitted by Mr. Dwarf, aka MLTB, on the server.
Yes.
And it is goddamn beautiful. Alright, go for it.
Anyway. Standard Sherman tanks packed the 76.5mm gun, also being called the 17-pounder gun. In all reality, the Firefly had a 90mm. What? What? Huh? In all reality, the Firefly had a 90mm gun. There is a big difference between the two tanks. If it had a short barrel with no muzzle brake, it was the inferior 76.5mm gun. If it had a long barrel and a muzzle brake, it was a Firefly packing the 90mm gun. Bruh? What? The 17-pound gun could not penetrate the Tiger tank. The 90mm, however, could.
Alright, my turn. The Firefly was a Volkswagen with a cannon. It had armor, but it sacrificed that for speed and maneuverability. The Tiger tank was a beast with its 88mm gun. Its 88mm gun was easily capable and had a great range, but the Tiger was fuel hog. The only thing right about this paragraph was a fucking Tiger. Like, I will not stop repeating it. The Sherman almost has the same armor value as a fucking Tiger. Okay? And it weighs 15 ton less. Alright, let's stack things up this way. Firepower equal. Both guns had about the same punch and range. Sherman outright had better fuel economy. Cost per unit. Sherman cheap in comparison to the Tiger. Crew survivability. Tiger better armor for most battlefield conditions. Short of a cannon strike. What?
Huh?
So alright, the armor is good until it gets penetrated. Is what.
Well, yeah.
Alright, well, an M5 short, the armor is good until it gets penetrated, I guess. Oh my god. Before the Firefly variant, the Sherman was useless again. Maintenance. The Tiger tank were notoriously tough to keep running. Field maneuverability. The Sherman. Tiger tank had a bad habit of getting mired in mud, and were L to extract. The only problem with this one is that there's the thing he's saying that is right. Like, there's shit ton of thing that he says that is right. Like the Tiger getting stuck in mud, and that the Tiger was a fuel hog. The fucking rest. Mr. Firefly.
Well, apparently we knew wrong. Gaijin knew wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gaijin, fucking Nicholas Moran or Hilary Doyle or fucking David Fletcher, they're all wrong. We've got Mr. King of all animals that is absolutely fucking right. Dude, the Firefly has a 90mm.
Okay, urban maneuverability. Sherman, in tight streets, its compact size made it easier to get around. Speed, Sherman in bursts, it was faster. Transportability, Sherman smaller is easier to move by truck or train.
You see, this is right!
Well, yeah, these are all right, but the fact that he
90mm.
he defended, like, Firefly had a 90mm and their penetration values was almost the same, if not the 90mm was better, it's just outright wrong. The 17mm was a fucking huge,
Well, I mean,
invention.
the 90mm when
British
compared to the 17-pounder was superior, but I mean, the 90mm only came at what, Bastogne? With the M36 and the M26. But the 17-pounder did the job. The Firefly was a better tank in many ways. While the Tiger was very tough beast to take down, the Firefly was equipped to do job. You see, this is right! Where did he fucking get that the Firefly has a 90mm? Like, I don't want to give shit to this guy, he's just ignorant.
Fucking hell.
Oh, poor guy. They were less than 15 miles from Moscow. They could have destroyed it and Stalin effectively crippling the Russians. Hitler could have sent troops from different fronts to secure them. But in taking them away from the Russian front, they weakened his defense and got destroyed.
He didn't.
Oh yeah, certainly taking a train to, I don't know, the north, and continue fighting to a fucking terrain that no tanks could fight on, but the Russians knew. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm kinda aware of it. I like low-cost technologies that were in development and would have liked if the war went on long enough for some of them to become ripe for production. Well, they tried to make MA262s with
Oh
mostly
yeah,
so.
the MA262 was certainly cheap.
But I don't like Nazis at all. In fact, I'm a fanatic social democrat.
Alright,
Wait, wait. I don't like Nazis at all. In fact, I'm a social democrat.
Well, I mean, he's not a national socialist unlike
Well, yeah,
the
but
guy that we talked about before. Well, my fucking god. Alright, I'll just continue it.
That this conflict in human history went on longer for some cool trinket says a lot about your moral intelligence.
That needs to go to like r/were insults. All the memes about all the memes about how everyone else, especially the communist dictator, were literally worse than Hitler gets tiring. That is actually fucking true. Oh yeah, we fought the wrong enemy! I thought it was mostly SS they killed.
Not all SS are bad. Also, many non-SS were.
If you were SS, you were bad.
I'm really sad. Not SS are bad. Like, okay, not all SS are bad. Then who is bad in this situation?
Oh no, it's just Hitler
Like-
and the government. The SS were good.
Yeah.
Also,
Hitler
Rommel is
did
a
it.
saint. Rommel is a saint, and also Montgomery bad.
You know the guy saying Hitler did everything right, Hitler did everything bad. They are literally whitewashing the Himmler with this. By saying Hitler did everything wrong, they're saying Himmler didn't do anything wrong.
Warsaw, Rotterdam, the Blitz, the Nazis were first with targeting civilians. Go for it.
Come on, man. It is more than 70 years now. We can stop with the propaganda already. Polish army retreated into Warsaw and fortified it, making it a legitimate military target. They were basically hiding behind civilians. Well, they had nowhere to go. They had nowhere to go. What do you think would happen? It was a fucking siege. It was a siege of Warsaw. What the fuck? Germans dropped millions of leaflets, giving the Poles a chance to surrender or leave the city. Yeah, okay, they launched leaflets with the artillery, huh? With the big HE shells, huh? Okay. Rotterdam was a similar situation. 884 civilians died, which is not a lot when you compare it to the civilian casualties of bombing campaign against fucking Dresden again. Fucking Dresden, come on. Also, many German planes were designed for precision bombing. Okay. Planes like Ju-87, few planes that were able to carpet bomb had lovable payloads compared to British and American strategic bombers. Well, it wasn't because they were precision bombers, because they had to fly longer distances.
That's true. You gotta bomb Germany. It's like, I mean, come on, man.
They
Also-
have to fly over the canal, bomb the target on the England, and then return with a single load. What do you think? That they would like arm them with 1,000-kilogram bombs, with 16,000 kilograms of bombs? HE-111 is not going to carry that.
Also, he only
Bruh.
gives one example of one plane that is made for, in quote, precision bombing.
Yeah, like
Ju-87. The Ju-87 wasn't that precise. In fact, if you look at the numbers
it was
against tanks, it wasn't good. Yeah, all right, fine. The Ju-87, we're gonna give him that. It is a precision bomber. All right then. Those 217, those 217, HE-111, Ju-88, Ju-188, Ju-288, certainly not actual bombers.
Yeah, Focke-Wulf 200 wasn't a bomber too.
Yeah, the Condor was not a bomber at all. No. Oh yeah, and fucking London wasn't ripped to pieces. It's.
I liked the part where they said Polish army retreated in the Warsaw fortified, making it a legitimate military target. Well, yeah. Well, what do you think would happen if you siege a fucking city? What do you think would happen? Will people just, give up? Like,
It's.
fucking hell. You occupy a city for 5 years and expect it to just surrender like that.
The 413-pound catfish that ate a fucking Nazi and lived until 2020.
Yeah,
No, not gonna lie, that catfish is my hero.
Okay, the fucking cringing coming.
Are you ready, kids? Hi, Captain!
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, here I go. Even if it was true, I don't know how. It would be a good thing to love my ass off. Most Nazi soldiers didn't believe in their government leaders, and were innocent kids.
Oh my god, it's always the myth of the clean Wehrmacht. Oh, the Wehrmacht were not criminals. They certainly did not rape. They certainly did not put houses on fire. They certainly did not kill civilians. They certainly did not directly participate to the Shoah, the Shoah with bullets. You know, they certainly did not participate by taking, I don't know, fucking Jewish people, ripping them out of their houses in 39 and putting them into ghettos.
Like these people are trying to get every chance to whitewash the Nazis. Like, give it a fucking break,
dude.
Give it a break.
People, fucking the Warsaw Ghetto. There were SSs, but there was also some Wehrmacht soldiers. It is so fucking stupid. It is so fucking.
Yeah. Just following orders, yeah.
This is just the orders. Yeah, you know.
But every man is responsible for the atrocity that they didn't try to, prevent.
Yeah, to avoid. It's like I've seen a video not so long ago about. I'll link it in the fucking description. The video is excellent. The problem is the fucking comments. The comments pained me. Dude. Like it was about a 94-year-old guard at Auschwitz that was arrested in Germany and put on trial. You know, something that is 100% right. And everybody in the comments defended him by saying, oh yeah, he's 94-year-old. What is he gonna do? He's 94. What? So you're telling me he deserves to die by his normal death? Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, I'm gonna put some screenshot up.
Look, guys, he might have killed some Jews, okay? But he's old now. Let's move it over.
Imagine you're a little 10-year-old kid. You're taking away from both your parents. You're put into a fucking train. You do not a train like there's 100 people with you that you do not know. You're put into that train that is made for cows. And that's a luxury that, oh my god, that is a bad train for cows, okay? And you're sent into a somewhere in Poland, like you're German, you're sent into fucking Poland. You're on the rails for days. You do not have food and it's fucking freezing. You arrive at a camp. You're put on a lane that's going into a small piece where they fucking shave your hair. And then you're put naked with everybody else. You're put into a room with seemingly showers and you get gassed. Just because you're Jewish. You do not deserve to live your normal life. Am I wrong? You deserve to be fucking hanged by the balls.
You need to be cooked alive because of that.
It's oh my god. That people defending fucking war criminals are disgust me at the highest point. So anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it off. So should we do you have a word for the end?
Uh, well, I do have actually.
You do.
Just to clarify this to anyone that's trying to whitewash Hitler, Himmler, Wehrmacht, or Nazis, or the SS. First of all, SS was created with the most radical people that they could get their hands on. They were just crazy maniacs. They were the Aryan people that you were talking about. They were just people with maniacal ideas just came together. And the Wehrmacht, they are they are pretty responsible for it too. They were the guys that transferred the Jews and all. They were the guys that prepared everything for the SS to uh, make something like that. Okay, and if you tell that Wehrmacht wasn't committed to these crimes, then you're a fucking liar because they had literal firing squads for the Jews. In the Wehrmacht, they were just going town to town and killing people, gathering people and putting them in the camp. Fucking Nazis were the root of all evil of the world during the World War II.
Like,
And
yeah, it's exactly that. And comparing them to, let's say, the fucking Soviets is a nonsense, a complete, utter nonsense. The Soviets were not clean, they raped like crazy. But they were nearly not as bad as the fucking Germans. It's not comparable. Like, I love Germany nowadays. It's one of my favorite European countries. But never they shall be like, never they shall be excused for what they did. It's killing me that people still bite into Nazi propaganda and still think that Dresden was a fucking war crime or that the fucking Allies were remotely as bad as the Germans. No, sorry, the Nazis.